So today we're going to dive into a piece of hardware that, well, it kind of hacks the whole idea of local connectivity.
It really does. It's a fascinating little box.
We're talking about the NTI USB-IP-4lC. And on the surface, it just looks like, a generic metal box.
Uh-huh.
But if you look at the spec sheet, it claims to solve this digital leash problem.
Right, that physical limit. We all think of USB as, maybe 5 meters, 16 feet, before the signal just dies.
And this device just ignores that.
It completely ignores it by converting the USB data into IP packets.
Yeah.
So you're not really extending the USB signal itself.
You're just using the network as a very, very long cable.
That's the key. It leverages your existing CT5 or CT6 infrastructure, your 1000 base T gigabit network.
So you plug your mouse or your hard drive into this box, run an Ethernet cable to the wall, and suddenly that local device can be 330 feet away.
Or even more.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because it's IP-based, if you put a network switch in the middle, you could, in theory, go much further.
As long as you stay within the same subnet, yes. The computer, it has no idea. The driver on the host machine just intercepts the request and wraps it in a TCP/IP packet.
So the OS just thinks you plugged it right into the back of the tower.
Exactly.
Which opens up some pretty wild scalability options. I was looking at the subnet capabilities. You can have 63 of these remote units on a single subnet.
Right, and each one has 4 ports.
So you're looking at managing, 252 simultaneous USB devices?
752, yeah.
That is a lot of flash drives. But, the real use case here can't be just convenience. It has to be about security.
Oh, absolutely. Think about a high-security facility or just a really harsh industrial floor.
You don't want your expensive workstation sitting out there where someone can spill coffee on it.
Or worse, stick a malicious USB drive directly into the motherboard.
So you lock the PC in a secure, climate-controlled server room, and the user just gets a monitor, a mouse, and a keyboard connected to this little NTI box.
It creates a physical air gap for the actual computer while keeping everything usable. It's brilliant for redundancy, too.
Okay, but digging into the datasheet, I saw some huge caveats here. This isn't a simple plug-and-play solution for everything.
No, not at all.
The exclusion of isochronous data transfer, that jumped right out at me.
That is the big one. That's the major limitation.
So for anyone listening, that means real-time data streams are a no-go.
Correct. No webcams, no speakers, no USB microphones, and, importantly, no USB touchscreen monitors.
Why is that? What's the technical barrier?
Well, think of it this way. Bulk data, like a file transfer, is like carrying buckets of water.
Yeah.
If you pause for a second, it's fine. Isochronous data is like a hose. It needs constant uninterrupted pressure.
And IT networks have jitter, tiny delays.
And that jitter just kills the stream. So this is strictly for devices like keyboards, mice, barcode scanners, things that send data in bursts.
But the real shocker for me was the OS support list. It supports Windows XP all the way up through Windows 10. But it explicitly does not support Windows 11, Mac, or Linux.
That seems really backward for a new product, doesn't it? But that tells you exactly who this device is for.
It's not for us. It's not for the modern home user.
No, it's for legacy industrial infrastructure. It's for the factory floor that's still running Windows 10 because their proprietary machine software would crash on anything newer.
So the driver architecture this depends on probably relies on some kernel access that Microsoft changed or locked down in Windows 11.
That would be my guess.
Yeah.
NTI is catering to the if it ain't broke, don't fix it crowd who have mission-critical systems on older but stable architectures.
It also says only one PC can access a device at a time, so it's not a network sharing tool.
It can't be. It's just an extension cord, one-to-one tunnel.
Yeah.
USB protocol wasn't built for multi-host access.
So the takeaway is, if you're thinking you can use this to clean up the cables in your Mac or Windows 11-based home office, don't.
No, this is a very specialized tool for a very specific job, keeping legacy systems running securely. It's a bridge technology.
It's amazing, though, isn't it? It makes you think. In this era where we're all obsessed with cloud computing and wireless everything, why does so much critical, secure infrastructure still depend on these specialized wired bridges to what we'd call obsolete tech?
Because sometimes the old way is the reliable way.
Yeah.
And a $100 box like this is what keeps those two worlds connected.